Hey everyone, Kaylee here, and it's Thursday, which means it's time for a braided hairstyle. Today we're doing this one from Frozen because you guys requested it, and it's beautiful. So we're going to start out with the bun. First of all, I don't have bangs like Anna did, so I'm going to fake it by separating out the hair that would normally be in my bangs and pinning that out of the way. You can skip that if you have normal bangs or side bangs. Then separate your hair from the temples up and brush it straight back so that there's no part whatsoever. And once you have that straight back, you're going to go ahead and secure it with an elastic. Now because I don't have Disney princess hair, I'm going to be clipping in this weft of extensions right at the base of my ponytail. I'm just going to clip it in and wrap it around and clip the other side down. Now you don't have to do this, I'm just doing it for the overall look of the hairstyle. Then you're just going to twist the hair and create the outside shape of the bun. So you're basically going to create kind of an oblong donut, if you will. Then make sure to tuck whatever ends you have left underneath the ponytail so they don't show, and pin them in place. And then you're going to pin along the bun to make sure that it stays in place on your head, and it actually doesn't take that many pins to do that. And now if you're doing fake bangs, you want to take those bangs and go ahead and sweep them back and pin them as far back as you can so that they're not in the way. And now we're going to do like the thing in the middle of the bun, and I don't know what it's called, but basically what you do is separate some hair from right underneath the bun, and you're going to lightly tease it just to keep it from breaking while you're styling it. And then go ahead and smooth the top side of it just to make sure that there's no roughness. And then you're going to wrap it around the palm of your hand just to get the right shape. Now clearly I had to refilm this one part because it didn't show up very well in the first time I filmed it. Basically you're going to place that wrap right against your head and pin it in place. Then if you need to, if the ends are sticking up a little bit, place the bobby pin through one end, and you can see you can move it wherever you need to. Place that end right against the inside of the donut and then push it in towards the little weird wrappy thing. And that's it. Now for the braid. If you are using your hair, what you're going to do is separate some hair from right underneath the weird wrappy thing, and then you're going to braid that, and that's going to go over your head. You could also take another section and meet them both at the top if your hair isn't as long. Because again, I don't have Disney princess hair, I'm going to be using another extension. I took this braided weft of hair and clipped it right underneath all the stuff that we've already done, and then just wrapped it over my head and pinned it in place. You could use a braided extension, you could use a braided headband that looks like your hair, or you can use your hair, whatever works for you. And then we're going to move on to the next section, which is actually the last section. So what you're going to do is brush everything straight back like you're making a ponytail. You want to brush the sides straight back, and then you want to make sure that the bottom is nicely brushed up and into your hand so there's not any weird flyaways, and then you're going to make a ponytail right underneath the bun. Then wrap the hair around your hand and use a scrunchie to kind of hold that in its looped shape. This is especially helpful if you have a lot of hair like me. And then you're just going to tuck that into the ponytail that we just made. Make sure that you have all of the hair, including the ends, tucked in so there's nothing sticking out. And then use a bobby pin or two to secure that tuck against your head. And that is it. You can add in your little accessory between the wrap and the tuck just so that that little seam looks really nice. I use these flowers because they reminded me of Anna. And that's it for our Frozen inspired hairstyle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out yesterday's video and come back tomorrow for another video. I'll see you then. Mwah. Bye.